more than sunlight on his horns, it's sunrise on his horns. Sunrise sunlight. Your sun. You got a sun? Tyler in Seattle. Morning, Tyler. Isn't that Hercules there? Coming out of the bushes. My monster Kudu. Two more, and a few. That's the tight cool one, but this is the big boy of the group. Looks like they're heading up towards the open area. Rick and Susie in Hawaii, busy with a wild dog project in KwaZulu-Natal, and there was a herd of elephant here quite recently. That I've been with us, but I guess it's been more of it originally was more of a gradual thing, because there are times in my life when I was compelled to wear shoes, because managing camps, especially some of very upmarket, some of the really top camps up in East Africa, it was not very good for me to be receiving guests at the luxury lodge or a luxury camp, guests who were city people who probably wouldn't have quite understood had I greeted them at a very expensive game lodge or safari camp without shoes. And so I used to have to put shoes on for entertaining people, sandals, and then I always used to wear boots. And a lot of the time that in my life I've spent on walking safaris on foot, and when I'm on foot with guests out in the bush, it's not exactly the type of conditions that one can go barefoot. You are my sunrise, my only sunrise. Kahuma's flat cats at Torchwood Marty. Torchwood. East of Juba. Thinking there is something. Meanwhile it's nothing. And in the interim you've just told a pride of life who are ahead of you somewhere that there's a kudu in their midst. And then you continue along your way thinking that it was a false alarm. Meanwhile, you walk straight into a trap because the lion now know you're there and they're waiting for you. So, very important for animals to be careful about how much they vocalize when they are moving about. That very fine line between making yourself heard or not making yourself heard. Elephants crossed here. Some elephants did. Whether it was that lot or not, I don't know. Another kudu bull. Far away from those kudu bulls. Sneaking off Western Gari onto Little Gari. This is the famous Little Gari junction where for some reason I guess because it's a four-way crossing, and I'm not even sure what there is where this kudu is headed. There might be a dam in there. There might be something, more elephant tracks going in there too. There might be something in there that is important, that makes this a high traffic area, like a dam or just a highway. So often do we have cats coming in and out of this little junction. Hello, Mr. Kudu. This time today, nothing of excitement. Elephant going the other way. Thank you. Morning, Jeannie. In Washington. But they know exactly what everybody's normal calls are, alarm calls. Very much so. Evening, very humid. Perfect conditions for burrowing creatures to be above the ground, which is why it was so unusual to see this frog out in a cold, cool morning like this. And my tracker Mike was shining down on the snake with the red light, and he was saying, "Careful, Mark, it's a mamba." And I was saying, "No, Michael, it's not a mamba, it's a bibron." And I had a little stick that I was using to just keep it in the track of the road, kind of like where the snail is, the side of the road, so that I could just talk to the people that were on the vehicle about it. I had 4 guests, family from the UK, mum and dad, 2 kids. And the little boy, who was I think about 8 if I'm not mistaken, was intrigued with reptiles, and he'd been asking about snakes, and I was trying to explain to him that you don't just pick up any snake, especially that one, because that snake, the bibrons, looks very similar to a couple of very harmless snakes. I'll bring out the reptile book shortly, and I'll show you when we get to the hyenas. Let's go to the hyenas, because we've got a lot to do this morning.